Goals, habits, consistency. Most of the times we ask to ourselves, how can we be a better person without wanting to be a better person? Because as soon as we start wanting it, we try and we fail. Goals are just being goals from past 5 years, and consistency is a word just too hard to maintain. Are we missing out something? Atomic Habits by James Clear is the answer for all of our confusion. The book is filled with actionable advice and strategies for anyone looking to improve their consistency and achieve their goal. It emphasizes on many tiny changes, or called atomic habits, that can lead to remarkable results over time. The central idea is to focus on the small actions that compound over time, with which individuals can build better habits and break the bad ones. Let's dive into the 5 main lessons we learned from this book. Habit formation by clear vision. We tend to misinterpret motivation with clarity. Most of us just keep waiting for the right time to take a step to make that change. Alright, let's talk about this. Why do we wait till New Year's Day to write the new habits list? And why do we wait start of another week to complete the 4 days a week gym chart? Why do we select a day in future to begin something we can start today? James explains many people think they lack motivation when what they lack is clarity. People have to get that motivation from anything, anywhere, or anybody to start a new self-improvement habit. Rather than waiting for the right time or motivation to begin, it's always better for us to be clear about what our goals are. Once the goals are set and clear, we can anchor tiny mini steps which will make us motivated to keep going. The process might be very slow, but if we change these tiny mini habits, the vision becomes clearer and more achievable. Environment for success. When was the last time we were so dedicated to achieve a goal for which we changed our entire surroundings? Scratching our head? We did as well, until we realized the environment does play a crucial role in shaping our habits. Claire suggests making small adjustments in our environment that make desired behaviors more obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying. For example, seeing a gym bag by the door can trigger the habit of going to the gym. Let's design our environment to include positive cues for desired habits. If we want to start reading more, let's place a book by our bedside. If we want to become a writer, setting up a dedicated writing space reinforces our identity as a writer and makes it more likely that we engage in writing habits. Similarly, environment also shapes friction and social norms. If we want to become a YouTuber, getting tips from like-minded people will always keep us moving and motivated, rather than those people who don't provide value to our efforts and bring in negativity by not believing in what we do. By optimizing our environment in this manner, we can make it easier to stay consistent and make progress towards our goal. The 2-minute rule. How many of us have set goals 1,000 times and failed again and again? Claire explains both losers and winners have the same goals. It's just a matter of who has a consistent habit system. For example, cleaning and rearranging the kitchen on a Sunday noon is our goal for this week. But even if our goal is achieved, we don't realize that designing a habit of arranging the kitchen straight after daily cooking will automatically remove this task, isn't it? Same goes with cleaning the house, keeping record of the bills, and so on. Most of us delegate daily major tasks and procrastinate, which is where this 2-minute rule comes into play. This rule mentions how breaking the tasks into tiny manageable steps can make it more achievable. All we need to do is to start. Let's approach this way. Why do we want to go to gym? Being honest, it would be to lose a specific amount of weight and to get toned, right? So what after the goal is achieved? Are we going to stop exercising now? This is why the goal should be making exercise a daily habit. Why don't we start to think, I'm not going to the gym to lose my belly fat. I'm going to the gym because I usually exercise at least 3 days a week. It's like I eat 3 meals a day, brush 2 times a day, shop once a week, and work 5 days a week. The first 2 minutes of all these habits will simply become the beginning of a larger routine. And the result might be slow, but would be very much in our behalf and also for a long time. As we all know, the power of compounding is astonishingly rewarding. Tracking habits, stacking habits. Tracking our habits play a vital role in motivating us to keep going on the task we have started. Once we start a habit, it's always good to keep a track on how often we're sticking with the plan and the results. Claire explains it to be the best traditional way, which is the use of calendar. Well, let's say if we are learning to swim and going to the classes every weekend, marking it in the calendar will become a record for our habit streak. This record will serve us our progress and the urge to not stop it even if it's a cold winter Sunday or a heavy rainy Saturday. Stacking habits involve linking a new habit with an existing one to make it easier to stick on. But we need to make sure that it is small and achievable so that we don't exhaust ourselves. Alright, for example, if most of us drink coffee in the morning, why don't we start doing some stretches while the water is being heated? If we like listening to music in our free time, why don't we pair it with folding the clothes or managing the bins? Podcast while cooking, and so on. The more you repeat this pairing, the more automatic it becomes. Embracing Goldilocks rule. The Goldilocks rule in Atomic Habit refers to finding the perfect balance in difficulty when setting goals or tasks. It is based on the story of Goldilocks and the 3 bears, where Goldilocks chooses the item that is neither too hot nor too cold, but just right. In the context of habits, the Goldilocks rule suggests that tasks should be neither too easy nor too difficult, but just the right level of challenge. To clarify more, easier tasks do not provide enough motivation. Tougher tasks might provide levels of frustration and discouragement, but just right tasks will keep us engaged and persistent. Our human brain loves challenges, but within our reach. For instance, if someone loves playing soccer and is playing with a 6-year-old kid, it becomes boring as the game would be very easy. If he is playing with Messi, he automatically gets frustrated as the professional skills are no match. But if he is playing with his friend, having the same potential, the game will be more challenging because he knows he can win if he plays well. The distraction starts to recede, focus sharpens, and the goal gets invested, which unlocks the exact sample of the Goldilocks rule. So, as we embark on our habit building journey, we need to keep in mind focusing on building systems of habit that support our goal, and watch as our life transforms one step at a time. So, what will your new atomic habit be? Make sure you mention it in the comments. Also, if you like our content, please like and subscribe as it supports us a lot for making contents like this every single way. As always, thank you for watching and see you in the next one.